kill you. Oh, never mind. Kill you there. So I can find the body. See, I really want to know why their pathing does that. They fucking love that window. And those two banks are pretty close to each other now. And yeah, I could probably rest. Stuck in there. Yeah, stuck in there constantly. They just... I don't know why they keep going to that room. Because there's no way to get through. So I don't know why their pathing is taking them to like, yes, this is the optimal route. He'll never see us coming. What we'll do is we'll path into this room. He'll think we glitched out and we got stuck. He'll come to investigate and then we pounce when he least expects it. It's a bit strange. Big old group. And another one. They're all a bit slow. Might be the angle of the pathing. Yeah, maybe. I don't know why it would start to take them in that room to begin with, though. Because it's literally a dead end. That's my only curiosity. How do you feel about crafting Metal Spear mod? Same steps for more durability. Terrible. I've not tried it, but based on that description, terrible. So people call the spear overpowered, and I completely understand, because it does look very overpowered at face value. But there are two things keeping it in check and making it relatively balanced. One is how long it takes to level up, which is a big one. And then second is the durability. It has one of the worst possible durability stats in the game. So if you make a spear that is... well, even if it's, like, tedious to level up, if it's durable, that is... busted. That's very broken. That is overpowered. It's like one of the only things that really keeps it grounded. So, yeah, it depends on how they've set it up, though. Like what does it take to actually craft the metal spear? And if it has the exact same stats, that's a bit strange, but, does it take, like, propane or, like, something that's more limited to actually craft them? Because, I mean, that wouldn't be too bad, I guess. If there was, like, a... kind of like a timer, like a hidden timer. Like, eventually I'm gonna run out of propane, so I won't be able to make them forever. Like, something like that. But, no, if you can make metal spears just freely with no additional cost, that is, yeah, very out of balance. They're attracted to the sound. And then to the window by you. I don't know. Because, I mean, they prioritize sight over sound. So if, like, the zombies that are in that room, you would think if they are out, like, obviously if they hear something in there banging and all that stuff first, they would go to the sound, but as soon as they see me, they should path their way back out and come towards me. But for some reason, they seem adamant that they can get through that room, through the window on the south side, even though it's got a security barrier on it, so they can't actually break it. It's just a bit weird. But, there's probably a logical explanation to it, I'm just not gonna find it. Because that requires testing, and it's far too late in my day to start doing stuff like that. Metalworking 2, metal bars, propane, welding mask. Okay, so there is a cost associated to it then. Okay, that's not too bad. I still wouldn't use it myself, but it doesn't sound like it's as bad as what I thought it was, you know. Because propane isn't something you can get in abundance forever. It is gonna run out eventually, so... yeah, that does kind of keep it in check. I can't hit them through that. Yeah, there's so many of them on the windows, I'm actually getting anxious. That's hilarious. I'm getting there. Right, let me have a quick rest. Did you and Red ever play around with the katana stuff? No, it's one of those things that I'm not going to test. I'm just genuinely just curious. But I'm not that curious to actually, like, test it myself. No, to, like, find out, like, 100% whether it's actually a thing or not, you'd have to, like, code dive, and that's beyond me. It's, no, I'll leave my curiosity to hover around in someone who's got more curiosity than myself. Finds out what the answer is. It's a window. Windows can break. Zombie logic, yeah. So, I mean, they do a similar thing at, like, the military checkpoint and that, sorry, military checkpoint. At, the gun store in West Point, and at the mall as well. So, it's not like an isolated thing, it's just a bit strange that instead of going straight through the main entrance over here, they're kind of gravitating towards that booth. Which is a bit peculiar. Let's have another quick rest. I'll probably chill over here. attacks. They are definitely thinning out. There's nowhere near as many as there used to be. It's still better to use normal spears ultimately, cost-effective wise. Yeah, it's always the best to be. I mean, for a weapon that's supposed to, well, I say supposed to. A spear that's, well, a weapon that's optimal when used in bulk is always going to be best when you get the cost down, so crafted spears are always going to be the GOAT in that regard. How many zombies are in there? Too many. That's the answer. We're slowly getting there, though. Just chipping away. They can't last forever. And now that we're back to the spears, they won't last very long either. So with the spears, I can average upwards of about, like, 800 per day, so they won't stand against us very long. You went back to spears? I did, but look at my axe skill.
Pathetic.
Fuck you. It's getting there. My axe skill is now level 6. So tomorrow I'll probably work on long blunts. I'll take a bunch of, bring a bunch of crowbars down to this area, and we can level up those long blunts a little bit. What is taking you to that fucking room? Of all places. 'Cause it's not even as if there's like a hole in the fence here and the guys through this area just like cutting the corner and getting in there like quickly. Like they're going out of their way to like say, oh, you know what? I know I can go from here to here, but fuck that. I'm gonna go the long way and go through this fucking room. What is your major malfunction? I think you're empty for now. Yeah, there's no one in there. Another torn ghillie suit. But you're pretty rare though, so I'll take you. That's the third one we've found now. And yeah, it doesn't look like there's that many ahead of us. The checkpoint doesn't go that much further beyond this point, honestly. And then we are officially in Louisville. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's hilarious. I could do the stab animation on the corner. That is funny. That's a new little party trick. Appreciate the follows. Tack and then. I'm not sure how to say. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because I'll ruin your name. And Dyer as well. Happy days. Alright, let me grab that bag before I forget about him. Understandable. No, I think I can pronounce your Tacken then. I'm pretty sure I'm getting your name right. It's the next one. Fuatnl. I have no idea how to fucking say that. I'm sorry. Normally I give it an attempt and I butcher it regardless, but I wouldn't even know where to start with. I like your name too much to butcher it with my tongue. I'm sorry. Let's go top up our stamina while they make their way around to this area. All the weapons and aiming, level 10, average kill count, no math, just ballpark. No calculator allowed, go. Too many. Nah, to be fair, how many skills are there? Level 10 in everything? I don't know, like, the aiming is the one that's throwing me off. I don't know how long that would take. I've never done level 10 aiming with without experience modifiers or anything like that. But for the kill counts, you're looking at, like, up to about 300,000 to max them all. And I know that because we've done it, more or less. We were only, like, a little bit of experience shy from level 10x. But, yeah, about 300,000 for all of these. Depending on, like, how sweaty you're being. So you could probably get it down to, like, 250,000, if not lower. Yeah, 300,000 would be my, like, approximation. Can't wait for the Uber base construction. Same. I want to have a big base where I can have a little, like, damn near unlimited storage. And if you guys have gone in that room again, I swear to Christ, I will stop being so nice. Admin is screwing with you spawning zombies. I mean, I'd be a bit concerned seeing as I'm on single player. Could you take a sledge to the window? I could, and I would. But we won't be here that long, you know. It won't take me that long just to kill all the zombies in the checkpoint. As opposed to, like, smashing the window, so it's not something I'll do. You getting queasy? Yeah, that's fine. That's just from all the dead bodies. It won't kill me until it gets up to a fever, though, so we can ignore it. Why collect all the backpacks? Because there's only so many of them in the world. Like, there's gonna be, like, hundreds of them by the time we're done, but, military zombies only spawn in certain areas. And because we're playing with respawns turned off, even though we're doing times 16 pop, eventually we will kill the last military zombie. So I want to see how many bags I can get, basically, between now and then. So once they're all dead, that's it. There's no more military bags ever again. And it's the same with, like, the ghillie suit and stuff like that. Don't really see that ever, like, anywhere, really. That's from all the dead bodies. Another sentence that doesn't sound good out of context. Did you kill all the zombies? Getting there. We killed all the zombies at the mall in West Point. And we're making our way into Louisville. And we're gonna make the military checkpoint into our Uber base, which is basically just a base of biblical proportions. It's a base that is far too big for a single person. It's unrealistic to have a base of this size. But yeah, goddamn right I'm gonna have one, because I want it. It's on my Christmas list. So I'm gonna gift it to myself. He ate a poison mushroom in spite of having the herbalist trait. You can't eat that. That's poisonous. He just points back at you. Don't tell me what I fucking can do and cannot do. As he takes one big apple-sized bite out of a poisonous mushroom. I make my own rules. What a fucking animal. Alright, let's leave you here until I leave. Because you are weighing me down. Are you gonna get rid of all the bodies? Well, I'm gonna do the magical thing called forget about it. I'm gonna ignore the problem. It's one of those really nice things that takes care of itself. So, the bodies will only last 9 days in game time, and then they'll despawn. So, burning, burying, throwing away dead bodies, it's a waste of time. Unless you're playing on, settings where the dead bodies never despawn, which I would not advise, because you'll kill your game. The problem will take care of itself. You know, they won't be here forever. The only time you ever really have to move the bodies is when they're inside your base. That's the only time they actually become an issue, because sleeping amongst dead bodies will kill you. You'll spend too much time, and your your corpse sickness will increase too much and you'll die to a fever. But in areas like this, where you're only going to be here for a few hours, you can just ignore them. And I think we've actually broken the back of it now. We're actually able to move quite far forward. I think they've lost. He threw a hissy fit, because I stopped getting fish for him. So he ate a poison mushroom out of spite. I like to imagine he was looking at you as he was frothing at the mouth. You did this.
I have introduced myself.
Stuff.
You have introduced yourself. This is a very good conversation.
It's a very good conversation. Hello, Nighty. It's not that many. I wouldn't even get pushed that far back, to be fair. Not too shabby. Well, that's not what I wanted, but hey-ho. It's done now. I wanted to push him over so I could, check his clothing, but it is what it is. There's a few of them coming, but not many. So let me just run back a little. Have another chinky rest. Punch another hole in them. Pushover challenge. You can only kill zombies by pushing them over. See, I want to do that, but on the tutorial at some point. So I want to try and beat the tutorial in the game. Because you can kill everything in the tutorial. They don't spawn indefinitely. The issue is, the zombies in the tutorial aren't the same as normal zombies. So, after you go through the entire tutorial and the game spawns all the zombies to try and kill you and all that stuff, there is a limited number of them. The issue is, you can't unequip the shotgun that's in your hands, so you have to push zombies, you can't equip melee weapons. And when you do push them over, they stand up almost immediately. So you have to push them over and try and stand on top of them and stomp them to death, almost like the second they hit the ground. But you can kill them like that, so I want to try and kill every zombie like that. So that would be the pushover challenge. Can you beat the tutorial? Because everything checks out on paper, it's just actually trying to pull it off. Because we'll do it on stream at some point. Let's see if we can actually pull it off. I just need to work out, like, how many zombies there are overall to get, like, an approximation as to how many there are to go through. It doesn't look like there's that many of them, really. Like 100 or 200 at most. So that's feasible. The only issue is you have to kill them one at a time, and it has to be with stomp damage, and they stand up almost immediately, meaning it has to be isolated one-on-one combat, which is a bit tricky. It's like, fuck. Trying to, like, get the zombies alone will be the hard part, but there are fences that you could use. So maybe it's not as hard as it seems. I got an hour. One more hour, so let's kill all of these guys. Nah, they're both damaged. That's okay, though. You can't really see any of the damage on the ghillie suit anyway. And it is 10 o'clock, so that's my cue to start heading home. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there. 'Cause tomorrow I might be able to do a little bit of looting in there. Looking at it, it's not too bad at the moment. Although when I drive back tomorrow, the sound of the car might bring them all back to the entrance again. Maybe. Stomp the yard, only use fences and trip them. Stomp them all over, yeah. Where are you getting all the bags? Just to collect things. You know, just want to see how many bags I can get overall. All the bags. They don't serve any purpose, though. They're just there for fun. Because in an action, like, when you're playing the game normally, you don't need more than one military bag. Like, at the very most. You know, they're not useful to have in bulk. But, yeah, goddamn right I'm gonna collect them all. Because there's only so many of them. It's funny how you're taking all the backpacks to commemorate. Oh, yeah, not the dog tags. Oh, yeah, I don't care what they're called. No, I care about their uniforms and their equipment. Yeah, like, I'm not, like, celebrating and, remembering the soldiers that I've killed. I'm celebrating American ingenuity and their love for American, like, warfare. I like their equipment. That's what I like. We'll build a shrine to their guns and their armor. Like, ah, yes. Wonderful. Because I think we're up to 20 or 30 bags at this point. Can I team up with someone who's slowly playing oh, yeah, playing alone, yeah. I mean, if you're looking for players to join, there's always people looking to, like, advertise their servers on the Discord. So if you go on the official Project Zomboid Discord, they have a little section on there where people advertise their servers and they look for other people to play with. You can always find something there, like, roughly in tune with what you're looking for, like, sayings-wise. Whether the server's actually good, that's an entirely different matter. You have to try it and find out. I'm trying to think, am I missing anything? Yes, I think I left a lot of my bags on the road. I think there's a small pile of them on the highway. I don't know if I picked them up or not. I don't think I did. I'll have to pick them up tomorrow. I swear I had... yeah, I'm pretty sure I left... yeah, I think I left some of them on the highway. That's fine, I'll check them in the morning, so they're not gonna... it's not as if they're gonna run away. Like, it's not as if I'm on multiplayer and someone's gonna steal them. They'll be there tomorrow. GT's yeah, 157. Not doing too bad. And considering we were using axes for, like, almost the entire stream today, we didn't do too bad in terms of kills. Done pretty good. Good stuff. What's my watch set to? 4 AM. Let's get some sleep. And we'll head straight back out there in the morning. More killing. So before the end of the stream, I would like to get through the checkpoint, preferably. Like, I don't have to clear it out perfectly, but I would like to have most of it done. So that tomorrow I can actually think about possibly building a base there. Maybe. That'll do. It's hard to find loot on a multiplayer server. Yeah. It's hit or miss, but it... Oh, I need some food. It depends on, like, how good the server's being run. Like, you need to have a server that either has loot respawning or they do frequent wipes every now and then. Because, the issue is, if a server runs too long, new players get alienated and they can't actually partake because there is literally no loot left in the world to actually get started, like yourself. But, yeah. Personally, I don't really play on multiplayer that much. I play on servers occasionally, but they're usually run by people who I know of by name, so they normally run pretty good servers, even if they are really short-term. Fucking hell, that was a bit tight. Fucking Jesus Christ. Whip that 90-degree turn a little bit quickly. Alright, to be fair, I'll probably skip over all the zombies on the highway down here, because I just want to focus on the checkpoint today. Let's get that one done. Still healthy. Anytime today. I believe in you, game. Never seen that. Yeah, it's literally just map chunks and map areas loading slowly. It seems to be an issue exclusively to my computer, but yeah, it's not that bad. It's just the game loading slowly. What causes it? Oh, the cell loading. I don't know what it is. It has to be something on my end though, because no one else who plays Project Zomboid with similar settings has this issue. So it's something loading slowly on my computer, so either my CPU is dying, or dead, or my SSD is dying and or dead. It's like, there's not really anything else that could be affecting it, because I don't play with any, like, extravagant mods. I've had the same issue on vanilla, so it's not the mods that are causing it. And it's not the settings, because there are people like Raw Storage and Twist on Fire who play with very similar settings to myself, so it can't be the settings that we're running. So that only leaves hardware issues, really, on my end. But none of my parts are, like, very low end. Like, I don't have the most expensive rig, but it's not cheap either, so it's like... It must just be something having a slow and painful death in my case, crying for help. But I will wait until it dies a very sad death, and then I'll replace it with probably something that's identical. Until it dies, I don't care. It still technically works, so I'm gonna get my money's worth out of him. Isn't it demanding games? It is odd. Yeah, 'cause my computer doesn't have issues running literally anything else. Like, I can run most games in ultra settings and it runs fine. It's just Project Zomboid that it doesn't seem to have a particular fondness for. But it's only, like, it's nothing to do with the zombies or anything like that, because my game runs like 60 FPS with more zombies than a lot of people can have on screen, so it's not the zombies causing it, it's just the maps loading. So that's what makes me think it's something to do with my SSD as opposed to anything else. But, I don't have a spare lying around, nor do I intend on buying one, so... Until I actually get a new SSD, it's going to be a mystery as to whether or not that's the thing that's causing it. Yeah, I'll try and remember to pick those up on the way back tomorrow. Tomorrow, at the end of this day. But yeah, let's see if we can actually get through the checkpoint today. There's no one in there. Yeah, you can literally run PC without a graphics card and, like, basically fucking nothing. Like, I have a laptop that's not a gaming laptop and has the lowest of low specs. It's meant for basically Word and Excel, and it runs Project Zomboid at, like, 20 FPS. So, yeah, Project Zomboid's not very demanding. You can run it on basically nothing. So, that's why I'm curious as to why my game is struggling to load certain, like, map areas in. Because it always occurs, like, they're more or less in the same areas. So yeah, grave concern, but the game technically runs. So I'm content. It's a problem that I will figure out at some point later in my year. Alright, so there. Here we are. We are in the heart of the checkpoint. Living the dream.
I have introduced myself. You have introduced
Quite a few
yourself.
bags.
This is a very good
Oh,
conversation.
I definitely need to have a rest, though. Yes, very good conversation, though. Is it time to name your survivor yet? Oh, he's already got a name. He's got a fantastic name. I've named him after myself. He's like a son to me. Mr. Lamprey Jr. Only he has no free will, he does exactly what he says. He does exactly what I say, and he doesn't question me. He is my son. He's perfect in every way. SSD is not full, right? No, it's nowhere near full. And it's not that old either. My SSD is like 3 years old. So there's no reason for it to be dying. No, computers are strange and technology scares me. Different places on the map or same spots. Something work in the background for some... Like, I don't know, like... We'd have it occur, like, on Friday and Thursday. Like, driving to the mall, no issues. Driving from the mall, back towards West Point, always started to black out. Like, start getting the void, like, around this area. Consistently. Like, every single game day. It was always starting to go into the void. In more or less the same spot in the world. It's like, okay. If it was struggling on loading, I'd get it, but it does it in the exact same spot multiple times. So it's like, okay, a little bit more curious. There should be 2 from over there. Why are you struggling to get out of that room now? They should figure it out. Yeah, there they are. And I think it was actually 3. It was 3. Do you ever use guns? I do use guns. Very rarely, but we do use guns once we have enough ammo saved. So, guns are more toys, in my opinion, than anything else. They're not very useful, beyond just blowing off steam and having fun. But, they're very short-lived. They take quite a long time to build up enough ammo for them to actually be worth using, so I tend only to use them once every, like, few months in game time, or, you know, maybe once a year. I don't use them very often. And even when I do, it only lasts for about a day in game time, sometimes 2. The ammo never goes very far. Two ghillie suits back to back. I got 2 ghillie boys draining my stamina, so I'm curious. I don't think I will, but I'm dead curious to see if I can actually find one that has no holes, but they're all broken. I want to find one that has, like, half of his uniform intact, and I want to find another one that has the other half intact, just to see if I can get, like, an intact ghillie suit. So I don't think I will, but I really want to see if it's possible. Oh, they're silencers. Not in vanilla, no. There are mods for it, as always, but they have a tendency to throw the balance, as always, into the wind. Like, guns need to be loud for a reason, because when you realize that you can kill zombies from a distance with no threat to yourself, and it makes no noise, yeah, it's very easy from that point onward. The only issue is finding enough ammo. Is that him? That is him. Yep. They like fireman clothes. Yeah, you can't repair them, so you have to get them intact if you want one that's mint condition. The only issue is, I think they are exactly the same as the hazmat suits. I don't think they can actually spawn without damage, so I don't think I'll actually be able to get one that's intact. But that's okay. I'm aiming to get the best of everything, but if it's physically impossible to get a ghillie suit that's intact, that's fine by me. Like, as long as I know it's impossible and I can't actually get one from a zombie, and I gotta rely on something like foraging to get one that's intact, I will live with that. Yeah, they're definitely running out of zombies. But yeah, we got all these lovely military crates to search now. And got that little armory of sorts there. So that little storage unit has quite a lot of guns. Or potential to have guns in there. All these tents as well. They all have footlockers that contain... It's mostly ammo for the M1911, really. I think you can find a few boxes of throwaway around here, but most of these tents are literally just handgun ammo. There is one, like a pile of crates over there, on the east side. Tend to find a lot of 5.56 mags. But, yeah, we'll have a look. Maybe in a moment, because, like I said, it's looking fucking dead at the moment. It's pretty quiet. Yeah, it's not that many. Nice. Yeah, I didn't even go to high exertion. Happy days. Alright, let me grab those bags, as is tradition. Fuck the dog tags. Give me the bag. Yes, all the bags. I have to throw these on the ground in a minute, because I'm slowly running out of room. You've been playing a $3 game called Invisible Hand. It's about day trading and it's kind of fun. Oh, fair enough. I would like to put all my money into Doge, please. Yeah, hello, Garfield, as well. Oh, sad dates for you, Garfield. You just missed us getting access to level 6. I know you would have loved that. Alright, let me leave all of these ones back here for a moment. Just because they weigh so much. Yes, buy, wait, no, sell, sell. And I don't think I've forgotten anyone, have I? I think that's all of them. Right, what do I want to do? Let me have a look at the crates over here first, because I want to see if there's any zombies lurking on the far east side. So we'll have a little wander. I'll leave that storage unit for a little bit, because I already know there's going to be guns and ammo in there, but I'll leave him, because he's close to the road. And I'll leave all of these tents for a moment as well. Yeah, this is the pile I'm after. Does your character have the... Oh yeah, dexterous. Yeah, the transfer items faster. Yeah, I take dexterous with almost every character. Damn, not a single fucking thing. There are some crates in between that I can't get to at the moment, but I'll come back for them another time. But yeah, seeing as I'm on the east side, though, let me have a little scout south and just see if there's anyone lurking along the fence. So I just want to make sure I have everyone. So obviously I don't want to go further north if I've got zombies on my left and right side. Fernando. Oh no, I think we're clear. Not too shabby. You missed Axe level 6 unfollowed. Understandable. Have a nice day. Yeah, not too bad. Right, let me check that other pile of crates over there and see if there's anything waiting for me. I can't pick them up at the moment because I need a crowbar for that, and I don't have one on me. There was one over there in the pile somewhere, but I'm not going to go looking for him. I'll go back to my main base and grab a crowbar from there at some point when I'm ready. God damn, nothing. Fuck, I'm gonna go grab an axe, because I need something. I need something to show for my journey so far. I'm going into that storage unit. I'll probably go grab my car as well, because now that this area is getting quieter and quieter, I do want to make some noise around here to see if I can lure any of the remaining zombies close by to the road. I'll probably pull a bunch of them from the north, but that's fine, because it'll give me a good idea of how many there are out towards the hospital. It's always a big, spicy area. And I can put all those military bags in my trailer as well, then. Made so much progress. Yeah, we're getting there. We've killed how many today? About 4 or 5,000 so far? Which is actually on the low end for us. We normally do a lot more, but axes are... Well, axes with my character currently are very slow, because we're not the highest of levels. And we did spend about 10 hours with them. But, yeah, we're getting there. And I think I don't think we're done, but we're getting there through the checkpoint, so I can actually start living here soon. The memories you made at the checkpoint are the real loot all along. Fuck that, I want something physical. I want a trophy, okay? Where's my participation trophy? Where's my ribbon that says I went to the Louisville checkpoint? Hey, Vitamin Rush. What mod do you use to get the cool crates? Oh, that's vanilla. Yeah, you only find those in certain locations, though. So, those are military crates. So you can find them at, like, military surplus stores and military installations. So, really, it's just the military checkpoint, honestly. I don't think there's one at the military base. But, yeah, they are limited. There's only a handful of them in the world. But, yeah, they look spicy. You know, if you're going for that, like, military look in your base, they're awesome. I don't remember how much they hold, though. I think they're a little bit better than wooden crates. I think. Let me have a quick check. Let's grab those ones quickly. The backpacks are the trophies. Yeah, this is my prize. Yeah, fuck it, I'll take it. It's good enough for me. But yes. Let me have a quick look at that crate, seeing as I'm right next to it. What do you have? 65. So no, they're not better than, the wooden crates. They're identical. They have the same stats. But still, they look cooler, so there's that. And you don't have to build them either, so that is spicy. Is it possible to jump out a second-story window? It is. Yeah, you can jump out of a second-story window. And so long as you're not carrying too much, and you're not, like, overweight or anything like that, you can jump out without injuring yourself severely. So, when I say injuring yourself severely, I mean you won't break your legs. You'll take some health damage here, depending on how much you're carrying and how much you weigh, but, it's only when you go above 2 floors, you go, like, 3 floors and above, that's when you have a chance to fracture your legs. And, the higher and higher you go, the higher the chance of you just dying on impact. So, personally, unless it's a do-or-die situation, I wouldn't ever recommend jumping out of windows, you know? Unless the alternative is literally getting eaten inside that room, don't jump. Like, take the stairs. Take the long way around. Appreciate the, follow as well. Pilsar? I'm hoping I'm getting that right. Yeah, let's have a quick gander in here, see if there's any guns for me. A US walkie-talkie, wow. Aren't I so fucking lucky? And a box of 308, fucking hell, it's Christmas. Oh, no, US walkie-talkie. If only there was another one, literally fucking anywhere else. Oh boy. Yeah, we're not getting very, very good luck with the rolls currently with the loot in this area, but Hey ho, we're on insanely red loot, so it's to be expected. But, let's see if we can find anything grander elsewhere. Another bag for me. The only difference is they don't break when you pick them up, as wooden metal boxes do. Do they not have a chance to break at low levels? I thought they did. Like, I know you need a crowbar to pick them up, but I thought they still had the carpentry requirements. You know, like, X amount of carpentry, otherwise you have X percentage chance to break it. I mean, I can't check it because I have carpentry 10. So I can't see, but I thought there was a chance to break them. I don't know, maybe I'm imagining things. It's going a lot faster than expected after the bump flow. Oh yeah, by the bridge, yeah. But to be fair, that was like killing everything at the mall, so... This is, barely anything in comparison. Yes. Because the fence goes all the way around Louisville, even though we're going to be making a lot of noise and attracting zombies from, like, you know, further north into the actual city, they can't work out how to get to the military checkpoint. Like, they'll filter down to the hospital and such, but most of them won't actually figure out how to get down to the main entrance. So it's a nice little, like, checkpoint. Well, literally a checkpoint. From zombies. Like your background music? Hey, appreciate it. Everybody loves the 70s. Didn't you take the smoker trait? Nope. I hate smoker with a passion. I dislike anything that requires me to micromanage my character even more just to keep him alive and happy. So, taking smoker means that no longer do I just have to monitor his hunger and thirst and fatigue. I now have to do all of that, but also smoker as well. I have to manage his nicotine addiction. And managing smoker isn't that difficult. Like, you'll always find more cigarettes than what you actually need, even on the worst of settings, but it's something that I don't really want to do every single day. Trying to think. Yeah, I've had a look over there. Let me have a look over the west side over here. The east was clear. Let me just have a gander. Scrap all of you. And anyone over there. Spent a year surviving the apocalypse, yeah. How'd he die? Cancer. Lung cancer. Stage 4, I'm sorry. Like some tailoring being used. Oh, yeah. Being used in these world record saves. I know, like, even I don't do it. Like, no one really does tailoring on these runs, because we all just, obviously just avoid getting grabbed, but inevitably we always get grabbed. But because I'm very adamant about getting my new world record run, I have decided to tailor up for the first time. They are definitely getting attracted to those fucking booths. That is funny. Hey, works for me. Right, while you slowly make your way down here, I'm just gonna pack those military bags in my trailers. It's 6:30, so it's almost time to start heading back home. 2.6 a day, come on. Nah, smoker's not worth it. There's nothing I could buy for... There's nothing I want to buy for 4 points. And alternatively, there's no other negative traits I'd want to replace for Smoker. Because none of the negative traits I currently have impact my game, but Smoker would impact my game. Even if it's only slightly, I technically have to do something extra. But there are no positive traits that I could take in its place that would justify buying it. Lucky. No, even Lucky wouldn't be worth it. Lucky wouldn't give me anything that I actually need. I take Lucky with some of my characters every now and then, but I'd never go out of my way to actually be able to afford it. It's only ever really if I happen to have like 4 spare points left over. Or I'm making a build that's centered around foraging as a main part of my strategy. Yeah, it's not that many more of you. Oh, good stuff. Yeah, and I've still got like 2 hours, so we'll do like one more group and then we're done. Tailoring is nice armor to have. Yeah, like there's no reason not to do tailoring in your game. There's no downsides to it. It's just tedious to level up, which is... it's not even that bad, to be honest. And then it looks incredibly fucking ugly. But apart from those 2 little minor things, yeah, there's no downsides to having leather patches on your clothing. It's... you're just decreasing the chance of you losing your run, so it's definitely worth doing. Is Lucky even any good? Yeah, Lucky's good. It increases your search radius with foraging by +2. Also increases the foraging percentages for certain items as well, like forest rarities. And supposedly it's supposed to also increase the quality or the quantity, I don't know which one it is, of the loot you find in the world. However, because we're doing a marathon game, and I'm literally going to loot everything in the world, how much more loot do I really need if I'm going to loot every single building in the world? Like... and I don't really ever do foraging either, so... Lucky doesn't really provide any benefit for me, personally. Doesn't mean it's bad, it just... I don't need it, you know? Alright, let's do one more group and then we'll call it a day. Why is your zombie with a red coloring around there? So I just prefer the color red for my targeting and stuff. I like all my good stuff to be highlighted in red. But you can change it in the accessibility options. You can change the color of all that stuff. Does it actually make you decrease the chance of tripping? Fair enough. Increase foraging loot by a tiny amount, yeah, and the radius +2, and increase loot draws by plus... is it actually 1%? Do you actually know that for certain? Because if that is actually right, that's hilariously low. Like, I mean, it would be enough to make a difference for a long game, but still, like, 1% is, it's not worth the 4 points. It's still a good trait, though, but different game, different circumstances, different playstyle. It wouldn't work for this run. Not very, well, I wouldn't get a very good return on interest for it. It's a decent size. It's not too many. I set all your skills to max just so I can learn how to play the game. Hey, I mean, if it works for you, fucking don't let anyone shame you for doing that. That's the smart way to do it. It's like, how did you learn the game? Well, I put it in debug. I maxed all my skills up to like level 10 so I could learn literally everything without any worry about losing my character and having to grind. You can't do that. That's cheating. Well, tough titties. Real boy Stunner now knows everything that everyone else doesn't. He knows. He's the big brain. Yeah, trying to like do everything the hard way just for your own pride. Oh, it's a waste of time. Do like what Real Boy is doing. It's the best way to learn, honestly. Just make the game ridiculously easy so you can actually get access to all the stuff in the game. And then when you have access to everything, all the bits and pieces, like, slide into place and you actually understand how things are connected to one another. And that's when you can make really good, spicy tactics. So one says 10%, one says 1%. Either way, they're still both pretty low numbers. But nah, like I said, lucky's not a bad trait. It's just not one I would go out of my way to buy, you know? Like, I would take it if I could afford it freely. Like, I've already taken, like, a bunch of negative traits. And I have... Like, I've taken all the negative traits that don't affect my game, and I happen to have 4 spare. Like, I would probably buy it then, maybe. If it fit into the... character build quite well, but like I said, foraging isn't a big part of this character, and I already plan on looting everything, so I don't really need any extra loot, neither in quantity or quality. I've already got too much stuff. Still having trouble with max stats. Oh, you'll get used to it. If it makes you feel any better, Project Zomboid isn't really a game that's based on, like, mechanical skill or anything like that. It's basically all game knowledge. Like, obviously you need to know, like, how to aim with the isometric view so you actually target the zombies that you're aiming for. And you need to know how to position yourself so you don't get munched on. But beyond that, it's mostly just how much do you know about the game. Like, do you know how to level these things up? Do you know where to find this loot? Do you know what to do if this happens in-game? It's basically it, really. So, the longer you play, obviously, it's perceived that the better you are at the game. But it's like, reality is, it's just, I've sunk, like, a lot of time into the game, so I'm just, like, I can play better than most just because I've got, like, thousands of hours, and you'll do the same if you play long enough. You know? Like, mechanically, it's like, the game's really simple with combat. Hold the right mouse button and left click. Make sure you aim at your target and you don't get warped by the isometric view. You've now mastered combat. There's not too much beyond that point. Why don't you use the keybind to show FPS? I can show the keybind to show FPS. Like, I turn it on and off, like, sometimes on stream, but it doesn't ever cross my mind. Like, doesn't really make much of a difference, really. It's always off by default, though, so sometimes I just don't turn it on. No reason to, really. Yeah, once you have the combat down, yeah, it's just survival skills, yeah. Like, the hardest part about combat, honestly, for a brand new player is just learning when to turn around. Because, I mean, we all start at a low nimble skill, no matter what character you're making. Even if you start at, like, level 1 or 2, you still got to turn around in combat to walk away from the zombies. And that's really, like, where most new players die. They just don't know when to walk away from the zombies, so they end up swinging away too long. And then they end up trapped in a cycle of shoving the zombies backwards. And then inevitably, there's a second zombie that grabs them. That's normally how it dies, if they're doing, like, if they have a combat death, that is. But, yeah, that doesn't take too many deaths to actually learn your lesson from. People catch on pretty quickly. Yeah, only if you put in 10,000 hours into developing a time machine. I mean, I'm on it, okay? It's on my to-do list. I will work with it. You just leave it on for some reason. See, I just never really turn it on straight away, 'cause I look at my FPS every now and then if my game's stuttering, like I've got a lot of zombies in one area or something like that, but because it's always off by default, I just sometimes just don't turn it on. Because my game doesn't really stutter too much unless I'm doing something stupid, like fighting too many zombies at once. Dang, how many bags do I actually have in total now then? Because I think they're all empty, aren't they? Yeah, they're all empty. So yeah, we got yeah, 22 military bags and 15 large backpacks. And I got a few ghillie suits as well. I swear I had more of them though. I've definitely picked up more than that. Did I throw you in one of the bags? Like these large bags as well? No, you got socks. I know I picked up more than one ghillie suit. Did I put you in the trunk? No, you're not in the trunk. I don't know, maybe I'm just going insane. I could have sworn I picked up more than one ghillie suit though. I don't know, maybe I put them down on the road somewhere and I just forgot to pick them up. Like, if I have, I'll see them eventually, because all the bodies will despawn and it'll be the only thing left. So I'll see it eventually if I've done that. So that solves itself. Cop car's okay. Sirens are working. Cop cars are... Oh, those ones on the road that I passed. No, they're terrible. The sirens probably work a little bit, but those cars are always scrap. They might have, like, one or two that has, good engine quality, but I'll have to repair them. And I'm not interested in those vehicles, personally. I'll grab one eventually. Like, I'll probably try and look for one that's in good condition. And I'll repair it as much as I can, but, yeah, I'm currently not building my fleet of cars at the moment, because I still want to level up my mechanic skills some more. Yeah, it's in there somewhere. I just can't see if it's camouflaged. Yeah, exactly. It's in the back somewhere. You forgot the backpack on the way back, didn't you? Probably. Yeah. They'll turn up sooner or later, though. And if not, like, whoop-de-doo. We're only collecting them for fun anyway, so it's okay if I've lost a few backpacks somewhere in the wilderness. I'm sure they'll forgive me. But yeah, that is gonna be the end of the stream today, because it's almost midnight, and I want to get some food before I sleep. But for those of you who are new, I'll be back tomorrow. My current schedule is Monday to Thursday from 10 AM to midnight, GMT +1, so that's British summertime, or just UK, whatever floats your boat. But yeah, the schedule can be found in obviously the schedule section on Twitch, and that will convert it into your local time zone. And that's not how I type. But yeah, if you want to get notifications of when I'll be online, if you don't want to memorize any of that, you can join the Discord, or you can follow. Either way, it's all the same shenanigans, it's all the same notifications, just Twitch is usually 30 minutes late. But yeah, before you run off though, let me throw you guys into a raid. And we'll find somebody who's online. Preferably someone who's doing time 16, but we'll just find anyone who's looking like they've got a fun game going on. And then I'll catch you all tomorrow. Yeah, who do we have? Who's online today? Who's doing... Anyone doing time 16? No one I'm following is doing time 16. That's okay, we'll look for someone new then. Let's see if anyone's got it in their tags. Who's doing time 16? Literally me, I'm the only one who's got it in their tags. Fuck. Okay, let's see if anyone's got it in their title then. There's gotta be one other person somewhere who's doing time 16. At least. I can't be the only one who has time 16 in their title. No, I'm fucking the only one. Yeah. Fuck, who's got an interesting game? Oh wait, no. There's one. Time 16 Raven Creek. I don't think you speak English though. RIP. What about anyone else? Oh no, to be fair, Unknown... Oh no, Unknown's doing time 16. To be fair, I raid Unknown all the time, but still, he's the only one else who's doing time 16 currently, so... Unknown, you're getting a raid. A big ol' spicy raid. That's what you get for being time 16. He's a time 16 pog. Let's go raid him then. And yeah, I will catch you all tomorrow at 1000. Happy days.